Hey there! Welcome back to our trip through the Alps. After arriving at the peak of Passo del Tonale in the middle of the night yesterday from Munich, we'll be crossing Italy from east to west today. A hotel is already booked for us in Bovec, Slovenia. Let's hope the weather will play along and head into some twisty roads. But wait, who is us? Let's take a look. There's Patrick, our sock-throwing evil ninja with his KTM 1290 Super Duke R, waving to random people and chuckling like a child if they are confused enough to wave back as if they know him. Also, regardless of the situation, he always has a mischievous grin or funny remark. Udo is our guy with the rain suit straight out of some 80s movie, riding a Ducati Multistrada 950 and carrying the luggage for Patrick and for himself. He's our voice of reason, never to cross a solid line or exceed the speed limit. Not that we ever would. He certainly won't. Well, maybe sometimes, when he gets the flow and is riding with the wind. Bernie is our Bavarian giant on his Yamaha Tracer 900 GT. Would this be a nowadays totally politically incorrect old western movie? He would be the black guy with the heavy accent. Or maybe the Texan Ranger with an even heavier accent. Maybe both. Riding with style the safe line, always the first at the peak, waiting for you with a grin on his face. And then there is myself on my KTM 1190 adventure called Gertrud, planning our trips and guiding everyone into sometimes, let's say, less ideal terrain. If you ride with me, you're bound to end up on some very small and very bumpy road. Enough about us, let's go. Today, more than enough highlights are waiting to be explored. We start with the second half of Passo del Tonale. Yesterday, in pitch black night, we climbed to the peak from Ponte di Legno and now we are driving down into the valley towards the city Vermiglio. It is a small pass that could be overlooked on a tour, wouldn't it be for the huge memorial for the fallen soldiers of World War I at the peak. I've been here 4 times already and the memorial is what sticks to the mind. Down in the valley we enjoy the landscape of the view into the heart of South Tyrol. Passing Lago di Santa Giustina, we explore the smaller roads between apple orchards. The road, as well as the curves, are wide enough to go with some speed while being small enough to enjoy them without exceeding the speed limit. Passo della Mendola is the first highlight in regards to being fun on one side as well as a bit challenging on the other side through some 180-degree turns. Especially on the way down the view is amazing, but be warned. You shouldn't be scared of heights, because it's only a meter and a small wall between you and the depths below. The following 2 passes have one thing in common. Both are named for the lakes on top of them. The first one is the Cara Pass, with the Cara See, also called Lago di Carezza at the peak. Unfortunately, the lake was crowded with people and buses full of tourists. So we only had a short break and headed straight for Passo di Fedaya, with the Lago di Fedaya at the peak and an awe-inspiring view towards the famous Mount Marmolada. Now it's time for some lunch, and it is time for some rain too. Of course it had to be raining at some point. We are lucky to have had this great morning. We left Alto Adige, or you might know it as South Tyrol, behind and have reached the region Veneto now. We are following the road from Selva di Cadore into the mountain on the road of Passos d'Arlanza. The road is wet, but fortunately no more water is coming from above. So we are practicing our confidence in our tires on wet roads while enjoying this landscape. Through the woods. Passo Sibiana has less amazing views and a lot more trees than the previous passes we rode today. On the other side, we are all alone, almost no car to disturb the swing. Did you know that Reinhold Messner opened a branch of the Messner Mountain Museum on top of this pass? We didn't. Now it seems the rain will start for real. Enough to force us to stop and prepare for bad weather. In the end, everything bad also brings something good. In our case, it is not the promised pot of gold, but the blue sky at the end of the rainbow. One pass connects to the next today, and after a while they start to kind of look all the same to me. Despite the beauty of this environment and the wonderful streets we ride, it some days starts to be a bit too much. Maybe it is the many kilometers we do per day, or maybe something else. I don't know. Do you experience this on your journeys from time to time? If you do, please tell me in the comments. So it is a welcome change to see a lake again, after we crossed Sala di Rioda. Udo is giving his best to take over from Patrick and present this amazing view in a rather funny way. An unexpected surprise awaits us after crossing the dam of the lake. The street is narrow and ends in a tunnel that has no lights, rough stone walls instead of the smooth concrete we are used to, and so the light we produce gets sucked up as if the walls are not made of stone but magical light-eating sponges. We are a bit relieved to not experience some car entering from the other side of the tunnel. Going around another definitely would have been a bit tricky. Today's journey reaches its end. Our tour takes us across Sala Nevea. It is not the highest road, nor is it the most exciting one. The beauty of it is to have almost no traffic and a beautiful view towards the Julian Alps, the mountain range that is harboring the famous Mount Mangart. Tomorrow we will climb this famous road. But that's a different story, one that will get its own video in time. For now we check into the room we booked for the night. A last view towards the mountains from our window, and then we go to hunt for some food in one of the local restaurants. I do hope you enjoyed today's journey. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. In case you don't like it, please leave a comment so I can improve. Thanks for watching and see you soon.